Hello and welcome to my video. First off, I want to say thank you so much for all the support that I've been getting recently. And also, you guys should follow my Instagram because I'm going to be doing a Q&A soon and I'm going to be posting the questionnaire on there. So if you want to be included in that, go ahead and follow my Instagram. What is confidence? Confidence to me is the self-assurance of yourself, the validation of yourself, knowing who you are and knowing that your abilities are enough. Confidence is something that is very quiet. It does not need to be said because when you walk into a room and you are confident, it does not need to be said that you are confident because it radiates. Actually, I feel like insecurity is very loud, and when someone is insecure, and always saying, "Oh, I'm the best here, I'm the best in the room, aren't I pretty, blah, blah, blah." Things like that really radiate insecurity because you are seeking the validation from others. And when you are confident, you don't need the validation from others because you already know in yourself that you are enough. How do you be confident? I feel like a very important thing to do when you are seeking to be confident is to do shadow work. When I mean shadow work, I want you to sit down and, think, who really are you? What are your insecurities? What are your flaws? Things that you don't like about yourself. And realize, why don't you like that about yourself? Why do you have those insecurities? Why do you have those triggers? Why do you feel this way? When you sit down and be alone and get to know yourself, it really builds this sense of confidence over time because you know yourself. You know why you react these ways. I used to be very scared of being alone because I didn't know who I was and I didn't like myself. I was kind of forced to be alone because when I went through the breakup and I lost some friends, and when I sat down and I was by myself, I forced myself to feel these feelings and I forced myself to journal all of these things about myself. And I was learning things about myself. For example, if you have a mental illness or if you have a certain insecurity, I want you to go down and realize, if you have a mental illness, first, I want you to do research on your mental illness and realize why you are this way. Because if you are mentally ill, know that it's not your fault. Mental illnesses are genuinely just chemicals in your brain. Lack of chemicals. It's not your fault. And if you have a certain insecurity, if it was because of bullying or trauma, go down in deep and really try to know who you are as a person. To be confident, it's very important to practice. Everything is practice, everything takes practice. Literally, when you are studying for a test or you're practicing for a job, the more practice that you do, the more confident you get. Some examples that you can do to get more confident is literally go up to somebody and just say something to them. It doesn't have to be very big, but you can just go up to a person and say, "Oh, I really like your hair," or "I really like your shirt." Something simple like that. It's getting out of your comfort zone, especially if you're a very closeted person, because you're getting out of your comfort zone. You have to do things that are out of your comfort zone and really get yourself out there, because realize, when you change, it is going to take this life with you. The life that you have right now, if you want to change, if you want to be confident, realize that things have to change. Things are going to change, and change is natural. It's a natural thing in life where you, as a human being, you change all the time, and you have to accept that. If you really want to be the best version of yourself, realize that it's going to cost you this life that you are living right now. And be ready for change. Prepare yourself for change and realize that it is okay. I know change can be very scary to some people, and it was for me too. But change is a very beautiful thing if you really think about it. You are not the same person that you were 2 years ago or even a month ago. People change, and this change is for the better. When you are confident, you have to love, care, and show up for yourself. For example, like I just said about change, if you want to change something about yourself for the better, like if you want to start exercising or eating more healthy, you have to show up for yourself. For example, if you're promising yourself that you're going to work out tomorrow and then it's tomorrow and you don't, and you're like, "Oh, I'll just do it the next day," and then you never end up doing, you you don't even trust yourself. How are you going to be confident in yourself if you don't even show up for yourself? You are the most important person in your life, and you need to listen to yourself. You need to set these goals. And it's something that's easier is if you want to set these bigger goals for yourself, make that your end goal. But to get to that goal, you have to do little goals, little by little, because too much information or too much at one time can definitely overwhelm somebody to the point where they just do nothing. If you want to start exercising more, you don't have to do like a whole Chloe Ting like workout 30-minute every single day. Like, I feel like that's kind of hard to interpret into your routine. What you can do is just go on a walk maybe for like 10 minutes. Put these things into your routine until you are comfortable to do that bigger goal, because you have to again prepare yourself. Change is not really easy. Change is something that grows on you. Even confidence is something that grows on you. It's not something that you just get in one day. It happens over time because you are slowly and slowly getting more comfortable with yourself and who you are. When you love and when you take care of yourself, this can mean mentally and physically. Physically, it's more easier to explain. For example, set a routine again. Set a routine every single day when you wake up, at least something little, like brush your teeth, do your hair, do your skincare, and then when you go to sleep, do your skincare again, brush your teeth. Something easy like that is also very, very life changing, especially if you are somebody that deals with depression. I know how hard it is to just do simple things, but simple things really do make a difference. For example, drinking water is also a very, very important thing. I've seen a very big difference after I started drinking water daily. Also, putting this care into yourself, even if it's just one day you get up and you're like, I just want to feel pretty today, and you do your makeup and you take pictures. Listen, that the little stuff really does add up to the bigger picture. When you take care of yourself and you put effort into yourself, you feel good, because this is what you deserve. You deserve to feel happy. You deserve to feel pretty. And you are pretty. You are beautiful. You are perfect. And all the person that needs to tell yourself that is you. I can tell you this, but it can go one ear and out the other because you don't believe it. When you believe something, that is when it's the truth, because you control your reality. Everything that goes through your head, you control how you feel about it. You control how you can change your life, and you have that power. I promise you, you do. A person that is confident has boundaries. The opposite of a confident person is again an insecure person, but when you're an insecure person, it's very easy to fall into the category of being a people pleaser. People pleasers have absolutely no boundaries. And if you are a people pleaser watching this, I'm telling you to set boundaries. It does not need to be super duper big. Again, it's working slowly to your goal. When you're setting these boundaries, it doesn't have to be the biggest thing ever. But if you are not comfortable with doing something, if you don't want to go out, if you don't want to listen to this person vent, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. There's no rules in this life. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to. If it's making you uncomfortable, you don't have to do it. Set those boundaries, because if you're scared, if you set boundaries somebody is not going to like you, first of all, don't fucking do that, because you need to put yourself first always. You are the number one person in your life, and you are the person that matters the most. You cannot be putting somebody else's needs above yours, because truly that is how you make yourself unhappy. If you feel unfulfilled, it's because you're putting all these people's needs above yours. If you are giving to so many people, those people will take advantage of you, first of all. And if you are wondering, why am I feeling unfulfilled and why are people not giving back to me, it's because you have no boundaries. Are extremely important, because a confident person has boundaries and people respect their boundaries because they are a confident person and they know what they want to themselves. People pleasing will 100%, it won't get you anywhere. I'm not going to tell you what boundaries to set, because that is truly up to you, because I don't know you and everybody has different boundaries. Positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are something that definitely, again, are slowly worked into your routine and slowly, literally, they're made to at least for me, I rewired my brain. I used to be constantly thinking, oh, I'm so ugly, or oh, I'm so stupid, or oh, I'm not lovable, or oh, all this. Guys, that is not the way to speak to yourself. That is literally disrespecting yourself, and that is not what you deserve. Positive affirmations are made to combat that. To rewire your brain slowly into thinking these positive things about yourself. I can tell you Positive affirmations are, I feel like they're different to every person. If you are constantly telling yourself that you're unlovable because a guy doesn't like you, or if you're stupid because your grades are not good enough, you are bringing yourself down, and it doesn't matter what other people think because you think that negatively of yourself. You had to put yourself sometimes in your younger self's shoes to realize, wait, I don't deserve this way I'm talking to myself, because if I'm talking to myself negatively right now, I'm talking to my past self negatively too. And you do not deserve that. You do not deserve that. And that is the truth. Positive affirmations can be like, oh, I'm so beautiful. Oh, I'm so confident. Oh, I love myself, I know myself, I am smart, I am beautiful, and I can literally go on forever. But if you want to hear something that, like, if you want somebody else to tell you something, tell that to yourself first. And I promise you, it will be more fulfilling if you tell it to yourself, like, and you actually believe it, because you know that in yourself now. You're confident in yourself now, and that is the most important thing. Notice that when you're telling yourself these positive affirmations, that your validation is enough, you are enough, and everything you do, the effort you put out into other people, you will get back. You will get back because you set these boundaries. People know, oh, her time is important, their time is important, his time is important, because you set those boundaries, because you think that about yourself. Your validation is enough. And you don't need validation from other people. For example, if you're texting this person and you send them your picture and you're like, yo, should I post this picture? Why are you asking them? Your validation should be enough. If you think you're pretty in that post, then bitch, you're fucking pretty. Like, post that. Like, you're fucking beautiful. Sometimes, it's harder to try to be confident because you're always worried about what other people are thinking about you and what other people are saying about you. If somebody is saying something bad about you, or somebody is just talking negatively about you, realize that when these people are talking bad about you, that is a reflection of themselves. People that are confident, people that love themselves, do not talk shit about other people, because why would they? Realize that all social media is fake, and do not set yourself in these unrealistic standards. Also, please don't put your confidence in something like, confidence is all about knowing yourself and validating yourself, and knowing who you are is enough. Don't attach your confidence to things that can leave. For example, it can be your beauty, it can be your grades, anything like that. Yes, those can help in the moment, but once they leave, you're going to go back to that slump again. You have to truly put the confidence into yourself and who you are. Do not connect it to something that can leave, because that can truly affect you very negatively. Embarrassment is a choice, because if you sit down and you are embarrassed about something that you did, maybe you just fell, maybe you did something a little bit like, you weren't thinking, or you didn't have your glasses on, whatever. For me, I was at a boba place, and I s- okay, like, I'm getting a little embarrassed right now, but I was at a boba place, and I was trying to put the straw into the boba cup, and I was using the wrong end of the straw, and I was just hitting it for like a minute, and then a worker came up to me and was like, you're holding it upside down, and then she gave me a weird look, and I was like embarrassed at the time, because I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. But then I realized, wait, it really is not that deep. But when you are embarrassed, just notice that that is you judging yourself. You judge yourself more than anybody else in the room. Like, nobody is gonna think back in 20 years and be like, oh my god, I can't believe that girl did that. Like, that was so embarrassing of her. Nobody's gonna do that. Everybody cares truly about themselves more than anybody else. Everybody's gonna be thinking about themselves more. When you are embarrassed, just know that you are human. Once again, everybody makes mistakes, and that just, also, I feel like flaws are actually make a person more attractive, because it shows that you are more human and you are more relatable. Also, when you are confident, know that there's always room for change. There's always room for developing yourself more positively. And it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to take criticism. I'm okay with taking criticism in my art if it's just to better myself, or if somebody's telling me, Jocelyn, I don't like how you spoke to me this way because it hurt my feelings. I'm okay with listening to how they feel, because maybe with listening to this, I could see that I realized I did a mistake and that I hurt this person's feelings, and how can I better myself and not do this again? A confident person knows that they are human and knows that things are going to happen, but it's okay because at the end of the day, I love myself and I am okay with myself. Know that also your environment and your friends also make a very big difference. If your friends are not letting you grow or your environment is not letting that grow, you need to change it. You need to change it. And I know it's like kind of hard to say, but like if your friends are at this low frequency where they are not growing, they're bringing you down with you in a way. I had this one friend, and let's call her Sally. I was friends with this girl for a while, and she was always at this very low vibration. She was always talking negatively about herself, always being so negative, always talking bad about other people. And it was just something that I did not want to be a part of anymore. And truly, I outgrew that. I outgrew being this person talking bad about other people. And because, like, the reason that I'm telling you this all right now is because I was insecure. I was talking bad about other people. And I'm simply not that person anymore. Because I've learned to grow and I've learned to be a better person. Me and Sally are not friends anymore. Why are we not friends anymore? Because I blocked her because she kept disrespecting me and calling me narcissistic for putting myself first. And sometimes you outgrow people and you outgrow situations, and it's okay. It's okay if you outgrow these people because you are going to the better version of yourself. When somebody leaves your life, or whether or not it's a boy, whether or not it's a friend, or whether or not it's a job, know that that happened so you can go to your best version of you. And I know it can hurt a lot in the moment because I know I've been there, but you can do this and you can get through this, and this is just you are just on the road to the best version you are of yourself, and you can do this. You are beautiful and you are successful. You are going to get through this. You're going to get that job. You're going to get that fucking boyfriend. You're gonna get everything. You're gonna get everything you want because the universe, God, whoever you believe in, will give you what you want. Right now, I'm telling you, I was so depressed. I got hospitalized 4 times because my depression was so bad. And I got through this, and I know you can too, and you can do it better. You can do it better than me, and I know that. Okay, I'm done with this. I fucking love you. Bye.